So thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you for our guests physically within the Yale Center for Engineering and Innovation and Design. Thank you to those in Israel that made this possible for our gathering here. Thank you to the Technion for the partnership that has been established with this program. My name is Vince Wolzinski. I'm the Deputy Dean for the School of Engineering and Applied Science, and I am also the Director of the Center for Engineering, Innovation, and Design. Over the last week, we've had your wonderful students that are all here and can wave at everybody back home. And they have been embedded in Yale University, the School of Engineering, Yale University itself. My thanks to the team here that actually made that all happen. We have a lot of moving parts for our presentation this morning. And what we want to do is the students will share some of their knowledge. And then we'll actually have some presentations. And then we have a special guest who is arriving, and that is the Minister of Innovation, Science, Technology, and Space from Israel that will be joining us as well. And so we'll pause when the minister arrives, allow the minister to say a few words. So with that, congratulations to everyone. Thank you for all the great hard work. And we're going to hear a little bit from the students of what is actually involved in the program and the work that they actually did. But to get us started, Dr. Nira Krumholtz is going to say a few words to give the perspective from Israel on this program. Dr. Krumholtz, please.
Honorable Israel, Ministry of Innovation, Science, Technology, and Space, Miss Orit Pרקש הכהן. Professor Jeffrey Brook, Dean of the School of Engineering and Applied Science. Professor Adam Schwartz, former Senior Vice President of the Technion. Dean Vince Wilczynski, Director of the Yale School of Engineering and Applied Science Center for Engineering, Innovation, and Design. And students, parents, and guests. My name is Nira Krumholtz, and I graduated from the Technion with degrees in mathematics, physics, and computer science education. After receiving my PhD about 30 years ago, I established the Idea Center at the Technion. The center focused on developing curricula and implementing the curricula in junior and in high school. The guiding principle of all Idea Center programs is learning while developing and producing products. One year ago, I was introduced to two other learning programs. In Israel, the RoboPhysics program, which combines the study of physics and mathematics, especially for excellent high school students. And at Yale University, a program called Projects to Products that enables students to gain experience in producing consumer products, from defining the need up to the mass production stage. We discussed with Dean Wilczynski, the director of the Yale Center for Engineering, Innovation, and Design, about the option to allow the RoboPhysics students from Israel to participate in summer semester activities of the Yale students to experience the creation of actual final products. The lessons we learned from our joint activity with Yale will be used to further develop the STEM to Products program in Israel, which will combine the principles of both programs. And at the end, I would like to thank again Miss Orit Prakash, the Israel Ministry of Innovation, Science, Technology and Space, for her support in implementing the program. And Professor Jeffrey Brook, Dean of the Yale School of Engineering and Applied Science. Thanks Vince Wilczynski, Director of the Yale Center for Engineering, Innovation and Design, who co-developed the visit plan. And Larry Whelan and the center's staff for their involvement in running the activities with the Israeli students. And last but not least, just a minute, Ofer, Rami Porat, the director of Ort Comprehensive Kiryat Bialik School, for his support and active involvement in realizing this visit. So thank you for your patience.
So hi everybody, and shalom from Jerusalem, from Israel. I welcome the Yale University School of Engineering staff and Professor Brook in specific, Professor Adam Schwartz, which I was told from the former senior president of the Technion of Israel, and of course my dear friend Ofer Danino, families, and the last but not least, our dearest and smart and talented student who are graduating today, this very special program. So first of all, I was very, very happy and inspired to hear about this extraordinary activity that created a unique collaboration between the Israeli RoboPhysics high school students and Yale School of Engineering experts teams. It is so wonderful to see Israel's brightest kids receiving practical tools from students and Yale experts as part of a joint activity created between the two countries. I was very happy to hear in specific about the great impression that you, the students, made on some Yale professors who couldn't believe you were only high school students who built all these products and all these ideas. And I would like to express my special thank you to Mr. Ofer Danino, a dear friend, for making this amazing program a reality, and for all of our great things that he's doing for our future generation. You know that Israel is a high-tech leader around the world, and I think that you are, dear students, focusing on the right area to benefit your future, to benefit the state of Israel and the wellness of humanity. If we learn something from the COVID pandemic and from what's happening now in Ukraine and the climate challenges and health challenges, technology and innovation is here to stay. It is not going anywhere, and it is the future. And each and every one of you can choose every area that he wants to contribute and to make a difference and to focus on that. So I really congratulate you. You are a big, big pride to the state of Israel. We are relying on you to be the future and the spears of our high-tech, amazing and world-leading industry. I hope you can harness the tools and the success and whatever you learned in this inspiring program and take it with you to your future journey and make a real difference in the world by using innovation, science, and technology. And don't forget to make use of your talent here in Israel, because we're waiting for you. And we see a great future for you. And a special thanks for the experts and the Yale partners and collaboration. It is not taken for granted that you are taking the time working with, with teenagers and with younger people. But this is exactly the illustration of what I'm saying, that the future and technology and innovation is within each and every one of us in every age. And it doesn't matter what's the title and what is your age. So thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to say a few words today. Very proud in each and every one of you. And you know that we need each and every one of our Israeli talents to keep up our very vibrant and excellent industry in Israel and to make the world a better place. As a shalom, and thank you again.
Thank you, Minister. And we appreciate the chance to establish this international partnership with the great students that you have, with the great educators that you have. This is part of an outreach program that Yale has had with Israel on many different levels, including one that we support with robotics. The first robotics program is renowned in Israel. And I'd like to think that we, Yale, First in Israel, are really partners in using things like this hands-on education to change the world. So thank you for your support. Thank you for being with us. If I could, if you have a moment, also like you to hear from our dean, the Dean of Science, the Dean of Engineering and Applied Science at Yale University, Professor Jeffrey Brock. Dean Brock.
Sure, of course. I also want to say it touches on a personal point of view. I'm a graduate. I went to the Kennedy School at Harvard. And I think that what that program did to my personal development is beyond words. And I think of what you're doing to these young children and teenagers. I think it's also something that hopefully will also get back to you and for the prosperity of us all. So of course, I'm here to listen to what you have to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dean Wilczynski and Orit, for your kind words on our behalf. And I just wanted to have a chance, albeit virtually, to meet some of you. I'm at home with a COVID sufferer. My daughter is currently recovering fine, but I thought it'd be best if I addressed over Zoom, since I have this opportunity to address all of you anyway in this manner. What the Center for Engineering, Innovation, and Design under Dean Wilczynski's leadership has managed to do is really to become a incredible portal to the world for innovation at Yale. And your willingness to come be with us in this program and to participate and to bring your expertise and your creativity, especially in the area of robotics, which is a strategic area for us in our new strategic vision for engineering and applied science, is deeply meaningful. This is the beginning or the continuation, but hopefully still at the beginning phases of a deep collaboration with Israel in this area. So I'm grateful to all of you for that and to the leadership of in the CEID, both Dean Wilczynski, but also Larry Weiland and the CEID Design Fellows who've worked with these students. We hope that your participation will be a model for students in the US who are engaged in these areas and looking to develop opportunities to work in innovative ways with robotics and connecting with industry, whether through their own inventions or through employment opportunities or internship opportunities. So with that, I just want to emphasize that Israel has long been an important partner with engineering, with mathematics, with computer science for Yale. We expect that, very much hope that that will continue, and that this represents kind of extracurricular in the sense that we are building something alongside our normal curricular programs that can benefit and enrich and harness the creative energy of a new generation of students that sees academic training and innovation as being two sides of the same coin. So this is deeply important to us and to our strategy, and we thank you deeply for coming to be with us and help us launch this.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dean Brock. I'd like to now introduce Professor Adam Schwartz from the Technion. Professor Schwartz, please.
So after all the wise things that were said before me, I would just like to make a few comments. First, for the students, I think what you learned in here is that you need to speak the language of science and engineering in order to be creative in today's world and in the future. And you need to speak the language of people in order to be able to carry through your project. And it doesn't matter whether people came from a different continent, from a country of Israel. It doesn't matter whether they are undergraduate students, high school students. People bring their talent to the table, and you leverage the strength of each one of the team to create something together. This is also a lesson for educators. This is where we need to educate our students so that they speak the language of science and engineering, understand the new world around them, and are also able to communicate in order to be creative and productive and to enjoy their lives. So congratulations on wonderful projects. I hope they showed you that what you thought is barely possible is just the beginning. And go ahead and create wonderful things in your future education and after that. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Schwartz. We have 3 students that would like to speak about their experience this week. Please.
Hi, my name is Beata Schindel. It's been a crazy 5 days, intense 5 days. And it was very heartwarming. I'm very appreciated you who felt welcomed in here. It was like our second home for 5 days. So we appreciate it. We have accomplished a lot of things. And we work and we have exposed to things that we have never seen before, such as 3D printing, analyzing some videos and some data. So it was crazy, and we have managed to do a lot of things. So we're very grateful. Thank you.
My name is Orit. I'm one of the students here in the delegation. And what I want to say about our visit to Yale is the importance of what we learned here for our engineering careers. In our schools, we learn up to the emulation. We learn maths and physics and coding, and we create the first prototype, but that's where the process kind of stops. We came here to the mass production stages, to market testing stages. We learned how people were engineers turn pennies into dollars. And that's really the importance of our visit here. Agurot l'shkalim. And that's the importance of our visit here. And that was a great experience. So thank you for giving us this opportunity. And that's all I got to say.
Hi, my name is Liam Lieber. And from visiting Yale University, I learned a lot of things for life. I also had been in a lot of lectures of teachers that learned in Yale University, and I learned a lot of things. I learned how seawater desalinates to drinking water. I learned how to create concrete from natural materials. I learned also how to use Arduino, and I also learned how chemically combination of 2 colors create a different color. I also did a lot of crafts with the students here. I learned how to use laser cut. I learned how to solder 2 wires, and I also learned how to test a product and make changes. I also play tennis with the students while we use their product. And I also learned how to lecture in high level. And that's it.
So thank you. What we now would like to do is invite one Yale student and one Israeli student to come up and share their experiences. So we can move those chairs out. And we'd ask those students to come and stand right up in the front. And we'll begin with the music group. We'll begin with the music group to come and share their experiences. As they come up, the Yale student will explain what technical challenges were solved this week. And then the Israeli student will explain what they learned about this particular project. So here we have the music team.
Hi, I'm Alec. I'm a graduate senior from Yale, headed off to music school, but I studied chemistry. I'm on the music team with one other teammate who unfortunately could not be here. But this, basically our project, if you're not familiar, is to make a stringless bass. And we have encountered a lot of technical issues that come up with that. We've been affected by the chip shortage, and we've worked past a lot of the difficulties that came from switching like our entire platform onto different chips that we were originally using. This week we have focused on a physical design flaw that we've had where our chips we had a lot of disconnects because we didn't have anything on a printed circuit board, and soldering with just like there's a lot of mechanical tension on parts that just leads to a lot of breakage and unreliability in the system. This week, we also spoke with a professional bassist that we had test our product, and we're trying to reconceptualize what we could do with the product. And we did a lot of brainstorming with the Israeli students to figure out how we can maybe pivot to see a lot more usability in the product. And yeah.
And so from the Israeli side, the Israeli student now give the perspective of what they saw with the music project.
Yeah, so I'm Nadav. I'm 12 year, going to 12 year. And I saw them working very hard. They taught us how to solder, computer-aided design. They explained us the project, the overall thought around it. The entire curriculum of the project, why do they do it, how do they do it, the PCB making, the software, the actual PCB, also Arduino we learned, both hardware and software, and the product itself, how to make to come up with a conceptualized idea and make it into a mass production product.
Thank you. Now for the next group, we'll hear the same story of the accomplishments on the technical side for the week, and then the Israeli student perspective of what they experienced for the week.
So my name is Jacob Lessing. I am a rising sophomore here at Yale studying electrical engineering, and I've been working on a tennis target. Basically, the tennis coach at Yale wanted a way to make practices more fun and interesting for his students. So he asked us to create a product to do so. We made a target you can put down on the court that you can aim for, and when you hit it, it lights up in a really fun way. This week was about refining a new version of our product to be more reliable and to look more professional. And to do that, we visited the tennis court sort of to test our product. And we found some issues with the sensitivity of it, like the wind would activate it. So we had to fix that. So this week was very much about product testing.
And from the Israeli student side.
I'm Sal Bernard. The main thing I learned here is basically it's market testing. They explain us about the project, but the main thing we focused on is go to the tennis court with the coach and just test our product, how it's used in a real situation.
As the last team comes up, I will add that we actually had a visit from an alum in Shenzhen, China, that actually does manufacturing. And so some of our work here is actually being manufactured by a Yale alum in Shenzhen. So we had a 3-continent experience. The Israeli students, us here in the United States, and our alum in Shenzhen was also part of this workshop. Our third team.
Hi guys, I'm Ben. I'm a rising sophomore here at Yale. And our team was the Velociraptor team, where we worked on a weightlifting device over the last 5 days with all of these wonderful students. And some of our biggest accomplishments were one, creating a touch screen for our device that's fully functional with our code. Second of all, we also field tested our device compared to the current devices on the market for weightlifting, which the Israeli students were of much help to us in recording important data. And lastly, we had a lot of fun enjoying learning about the solution to the Israeli students' device.
And from the Israeli side.
So this week began when we came here. We met the students and we started working. We learned a lot from Arduinos to video analyzing, and I can make it 3 stages. So the first stage is when we went to the gym and we tested the device. We've calculated with the device some stats that we later wrote and used it for a later stage. And then when we took videos of us doing it. So when we came back to the lab, to the seat, as you can see here, we analyzed our videos and we compared the stats from the videos to the stats from the gym. And we saw that they're very similar, and so the device worked as he needs to. And the third stage is actually throughout the whole week, that the great fun, the great time that we had. And you can see that if we connect the 3 of them, we get a Y. And the Y represents the Yale University.
Very well done.
So,
I'd like to invite Dr. Krumholtz to join me up front. Dr. Larry Weiland, Dr. Kate Schilling will take care of this end of actually recognizing all of the students. So Dr. Weiland will sit right here and read the names. Dr. Schilling will hand us the certificates. And then what we will do is we'll stand here so that the parents can see us, and the students will come up and we'll give you your certificate. And then tomorrow we'll get a nice picture probably of the activity. Dr. Weiland, please.
Okay, we'll start with Limor Yaakov.
Presentation, look at the camera picture. Perfect.
Idan Yaakov.
Thank you.
Orit Keravan.
כל הכבוד.
Yad Karen. Beata Schindel.
כל הכבוד, ביאטה.
Amir Shacham.
יפה מאוד. כל הכבוד.
Ty Brodsky.
יפה מאוד. יפה מאוד. יופי.
Don Barel. Nadav Sukeni.
יפה מאוד נדב.
תודה רבה.
וואלה.
Liam Lieder.
כל הכבוד ליאם, יופי. יפה מאוד, כל הכבוד.
Sahar Bernard.
יופי שר, איזה יופי.
All right, well, congratulations to all the students.
כל הכבוד. כל הכבוד חברים, כל הכבוד, כל הכבוד.
You have to wait 1 minute. We have a schedule. We'll get it. So what we'd ask is actually all of the adult leaders. So Itamar, Rami, Mira, Moshe, please step forward. We're indebted to the leaders that made this all possible. And so we produced an artifact to say thank you. Thank you to our colleagues in Israel. Thank you to the support teams that made this all possible. And thank you to the team here.
Thank you,
Julian, Pete, Nick, that actually were able to craft these Yale Bulldogs, which is the symbol of Yale University. Everything in your hands was actually manufactured at the CID and in RC's machine shop. So thank you all. Time, Principal Rami Purut is asked to say a few words. And so we turn the floor over to Principal Purut.
On behalf of the all Cariat Bialyk School delegation, I want to thank you very much. All the wonderful people from Yale. We very appreciate of what you have done here in the 5 days that we are in the university. And I want to say to my students, I'm very proud of what you are doing in school and here. You are wonderful students. So thank you very much for everybody. And I want to thank you, and Jeffrey that is not here. So if you can translate him, thank you very much. When you open it, you understand why you get it. So you can open it now.
Okay.
Okay.
So Dean Brock, I am opening your gift here.
Thank you.
Larry.
And what we have is a beautiful memento with appreciation.
It's Hamsa,
which is the heart.
Yes, and Jerusalem on it.
Right.
The flag of Israel and United States.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Hey, Larry,
Thank you.
for you.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Nira and Moshe. Come here. Of all the organized of all the days in Yale. So on behalf of all the students and me, I want to thank you very much. You will get it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank
We're
you.
not done yet. So now Itamar has.
Yeah, the students, I wanted to deliver something from the students themselves that you will remember us. So one of the pictures we made here on the trip, we framed it. I hope you're gonna put it somewhere here. And I hope you will remember us later on, and we are sure to remember you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
כל הכבוד.
So with that, Ofer, perhaps some closing comments, and then we can conclude the international delegation, the international trip. Ofer, perhaps?
I'm really excited about this meeting. It's really special, and we want to thank you and really thank you about all what you're doing for our student. Is really something. You're not accept something like this. Is very, very unique, and we know to appreciate relationship like this. And of course, we want, this is the first time, and we look to the other years and to make it again and again and again to both of the country, Israel and USA, and of course with the Technion and the Yale University. I think it's awesome. It's a really big idea, and we're sure that we want to work together and to do wonderful things together. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That's the truth of our visit. Again, to the parents, to the supporters in Israel, thank you. Thank you for sending your students. To the students, thank you for your energy. To the adult mentors, thank you for working with us. To the teammates at the School of Engineering and the Center for Engineering Innovation and Design, there's about 30 people behind the scenes, from Dean Brock, Nick the machinist, Dee Dee who printed up the certificates, the person who hasn't towed our cars, that has made this all possible. And with that, we say, Bula Bula, thank you very much. Good to see everyone.